Enthusiastic waves to adoring fans. Quentin Tarantino is famous for directing Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, Reservoir Dogs and Jackie Brown. And now he's received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Rome Film Festival. The screenwriter revolutionised the way films were made and manipulated plots in new and innovative ways. The very first movie he made was My Best Friend's Birthday in Rome in 1987. He also starred in the short film, which had a small budget of just $5,000 US.
You know, to think that 30 years later I would be here in Rome and they were giving me a Lifetime Achievement Award and the Rome citizens would know who I am, that's pretty special.
Nestlé raised its outlook for the year on Wednesday. The world's biggest food group says it's getting a boost from price hikes and strong earnings from coffee. Sales of its Starbucks branded products jumped more than 15%. It now expects growth of up to 7% for the full year, up slightly on earlier forecasts. But Nestlé has warned of inflation pressures in the supply chain, which could mean higher prices for consumers. The firm says its costs will rise by 4% this year, and even more in 2022. That follows a similar warning from rival Danone earlier this week. US giant Procter & Gamble has already said it will raise prices in its home market to counter higher costs. Nestlé has kept its forecast for profit margins unchanged, indicating it too expects to increase prices in line with rising costs. Shares in the firm were up 3% in early trade Wednesday. Taiwan tech giant Foxconn is making big plans for its new electric vehicles. The sedan, SUV and bus were unveiled earlier this week. On Wednesday, Chairman Liu Yongwei said the firm was looking at making them in Europe, India and Latin America. He described a Mexico plant as very possible, but said a factory in Europe would come first. Asked if the firm would work with German car makers, he said that it would, but indirectly. Foxconn admits that it's a beginner at automaking, but it's been making plans apace. The firm has a joint venture with Stellantis on in-car technology. It's also bought a factory from US startup Lordstown Motors and acquired its own chip plant. Best known as the maker of Apple's iPhones, Foxconn now wants to diversify away from making gadgets for other brands. Besides making its own, it also aims to become a major supplier of parts and services for EVs.
Mining giant Rio Tinto is set to spend $7.5 billion to cut its emissions in half by 2030. The reduction is 3 times greater than its previous target, but shares fell as investors reacted to the higher spend. The Anglo-Australian miner brought forward to 2025 its target for a 15% reduction in emissions from 2018 levels, 5 years faster than it had previously planned. To meet its goal, Rio will increase the amount of power it gets from renewables, boost research and development spending, and also double spending on growth in minerals critical to the energy transition. It did not, however, commit to bigger reductions for its customer emissions, currently targeted at 30% by the end of the decade. Rio's plans blow past those of rival BHP, which targets reducing its operational emissions by 30% by 2030, but still falls short of Fortescue Metals Group's goals. It committed earlier this month to achieve net zero emissions by 2040.